Hey everyone, welcome to Same But Vegan episode number 4. Today we're going to be doing making some chocolate chip walnut cookies from Levain Bakery. I'm not too sure how to pronounce the name. They are located in New York and they are pretty well known, very, very famous. So yeah, let's see how our little experiment goes. Okay, so we're gonna start off by making our own cake flour. I'm using this brand of all-purpose flour. Measuring it out with my scale. If you don't have a scale, you can just use your measuring cups, but make sure you sift it and it's not compact. So make sure you kind of fluff it up a little bit. And then to my all-purpose flour, I added the cornstarch. I used maizena. If you have cake flour, obviously you're gonna just skip this step, but I didn't have any and I was too lazy to go buy some, so I made my own, because if you have the ingredients, why go out of your way to buy some? So yeah, it was about, I think, 109 grams of all-purpose flour and then 16 grams of cornstarch. So here I am taking my time I was looking for my sifter, but it was actually dirty, so I had to just use my my fine mesh strainer. You see my chunk that's there at the corner. Yeah, so I just strained this a couple of times, make sure everything is nice and sifted together. Yeah, just so everything is also nice and fluffy. This is a cup, but for the recipe you're only gonna need half a cup. Yeah. Then I'm gonna add my butter. I'm using Earth Balance salted butter. I know that they also have unsalted butter, so if you use unsalted butter, make sure you add some salt. But mine is salted, so I didn't add salt. So yeah, and I added my brown sugar and sulka, my white sugar, cane sugar. The recipe calls for light brown sugar, but I only have dark brown sugar, so I just used that. And then once we cream that, we're going to add our egg substitutes. And I just gonna use aquafaba, but I wanted to test this out. I read somewhere that you could just substitute one egg with some tofu, so I decided to do that. I added some soft silken tofu and aquafaba. If you don't know what aquafaba is basically the chickpea brine, that the water that comes in the can of chickpeas. You can also make your own, and I love this thing. I put this thing in my cheeses. I put it to make my cookies, pancakes, waffles. Yeah, I'll probably make a video that focuses on aquafaba, but yeah, I love aquafaba. Okay, so after that is mixed in, make sure it is nice and mixed. If you don't have a stand mixer like mine, if you're doing this by hand, make sure everything's nice and well incorporated. You can do this by hand with a whisk, it's gonna take longer. So here I am adding my house-made cake flour, and then I'm going to add the all-purpose flour. I'm also going to add baking powder and baking soda. Again, if you use unsalted butter, I know that there's Earth Balance unsalted, you make sure you add salt, just because we want the flavors. When you add salt to sweet, it brings out that sweetness. I don't know. I've just heard that a lot, so yeah. Okay, and then we're just going to mix that until it is incorporated. It was actually on low or medium, I think, but since I sped up the footage, it looks like I'm going super fast, but it wasn't. And so here I just came in with my spatula, so everything could be well incorporated, get the sides. And then to this, I am going to add some walnuts and chocolate chips. The walnuts, they're not chopped. I just kind of broke them down with my hand to like good pieces, good sizes. And then the chocolate chips are vegan chocolate chips. I got them at Smart and Final. I'll see if I can find them and link them in the description. So after that, I just kind of split it by like, not, I didn't measure them, but they're supposed to be about 6 ounces each, but I just kind of like did it like just like that. Okay, and then we're gonna pop these in the freezer for at least 1 hour. I read that you're supposed to freeze them just so they can stay like nice and tall, and I think it would have been better if I froze them for longer, because mine came out kind of not flat, but not as high as I wanted them to. But yeah, they came out really good. Time to eat now. Okay, so here's our ginormous cookie. Look at and I've only let it rest for like 10 minutes. You're supposed to let it rest for like an hour, but it looks so good. But yeah, let's check this out. Let's see. Well, actually, it's kind of soft still. Oh. Yeah, it's still gooey inside. Look at. I love nuts in cookies. I think they bring like an awesome texture contrast. You see what I'm saying? My cookies got a little flat. I don't know if it's because, you know, it's vegan, so it doesn't have egg, or because I didn't freeze them for long enough. It could be that I didn't add enough flour. I'll link the recipe that I used as used for this, that I veganized, and she says that you should add more flour, but I didn't read that part until afterwards. This is so good. The back is like, the bottom is like nice and brown, and then it's still nice and gooey. Okay, well, I hope y'all try this out. They're really good, and I'll see you next time. Bye.